Next up on Week in Review.
We head to World of Concrete.
Rob Robillard definitely doesn't.
And Built by Nate takes us to AHR 2020.
This is the Power Tool Week in Review. Hey guys, I'm Rob.
And I'm Sarah. Welcome back to the Power Tool Week in Review. It is February 7th, 2020, and we just got back from the World of Concrete.
Every year, the concrete industry descends on Vegas to find the very latest in concrete tool tech.
And us, we descended too. And this year, we found new offerings from all of the industry's heavy hitters.
Our first stop was at the Skilsaw booth, where Kraig revealed the second tool to use the true HVL battery platform. That is the all-new cordless 10.25-inch worm drive circular saw. Ever since the 7.25-inch version was revealed, a cordless version of the Saw Squatch was easily the most requested tool from our fans. I had a chance to try the saw for myself, and as expected, it felt exactly like a corded Saw Squatch and made quick work of the 4x4 post they had to demo. The all-new 10.25-inch cordless worm drive will be available in October.
Our next stop was in the DeWALT booth, where we met up with our buddy Ricky, who showed off the fourth and final form of the DeWALT Flexible SDS Max series. This is the 1 3/4-inch combo hammer and is the last piece of the SDS Max lineup, where it sits next to the 1 9/16, the 1 7/8, and of course the 2-inch. And for the first time on one of these drills, it has the new DeWALT wireless tool control for auto starting their vacs. They also showed us a few 12-volt tools, including a mid-size Bluetooth radio, a new LED job light, and an insanely fast charger that tops off a 9 amp-hour flexible battery in only 45 minutes.
Bosch showed up to the World of Concrete with several new things to show off, many of which focus around megawatt performance, which is achieved by pairing up a new Bosch core battery with a Bosch bi-turbo tool. Among those new tools was a Bosch track saw with a very narrow track, which we liked quite a bit, and a digital display that allows you to dial into the performance, and even features an eco mode that will extend your battery life significantly when using the tool for lower demand jobs. Bosch also showed us an all-new line of pro-level rotary job site lasers and updated cordless SDS Max drills that take advantage of their new megawatt performance.
Terry over at the Metabo booth had several new things to show us, including new concrete grinders, a few new discs with special purposes, including this concrete dado stack that is used to cut chases in concrete for routing cables and pipes. We also got to try this polycrystalline diamond wheel used to scrape up paint, leftover mastic, and anything else that you don't want on your concrete. And of course, their entire line of SDS Max drills were available to demo right next to a pair of their breakers.
And finally, we spent some time at the Hilti booth, where we got our hands on the world's first cordless breaker. And this was not a toy. The TE500 claims to have the same power as their corded breaker, but when paired with their backpack vac, it allows you to easily bring Table 1 compliant concrete braking anywhere on the job site. Hilti also announced a few new 12-volt drills, some unique metalworking tools, and a crazy new fastener tracking program that puts a scannable QR-style code on each individual fastener that ties it to a customer, a user, and even the job it was installed on. Which quite frankly sounds like a ton of work to me. Speaking of, let's see if Rob Robillard is doing any actual work this week. Hey Rob, it was great seeing you this week. What you got for us?
What are you talking about? World of Concrete hasn't started yet.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you recorded your part of this video on Monday, and we're recording this part right now on Thursday after we get back from World of Concrete.
Okay, but that doesn't change the fact that I'm not going to World of Concrete.
What?
I'm not going, Rob. And if you're recording this after World of Concrete, then you should know that.
Okay, Rob, this is getting weird now.
You're getting weird, Rob. Can I get to my tip now?
Of course. It was great seeing you this week.
Wow. You didn't see me, dummy. Let's just get to the tip. Look, in the last 2 weeks, we've discussed 2 different methods of best practice basement insulation. So today, I want to talk to you a little bit about rim joists. Rim joists are an often overlooked and under-insulated area on houses when they're insulated. The rim joist, it's a box-like cavity. It's where the floor joists connect to. Rim joists, if not sealed, are notorious for air leakage and pest infiltration. And for many, many years, we just simply stuffed fiberglass insulation in them and walked away. This practice, the fiberglass insulation practice, it's no longer recommended because Fiberglass bats are air permeable, and that allows warm, humid interior air to contact a cold rim joist. When warm air condenses on a cold rim joist, you get moisture, which is mold and then rot. Best practice, prevent the air leaks, prevent the mold, prevent the rot issues. It just seal the whole joist with either rigid foam or spray foam. You can do this 3 different ways. You can fill the entire cavity with spray foam, and that's my preferred method. Or you can do a flash and bat method, which is 2 inches of spray foam or more, and then backfilling with fiberglass bats. You mostly see that done with DIY spray kits. And then you can always do rigid insulation, rigid board and bat insulation. And this method keeps the cost down, but it requires you to fit and cut 2-inch insulation, foam around it, and it can just be a pain in the neck. We have a detailed video on our channel explaining this in way more detail. So just remember, don't overlook the rim joist. That's all I have for this week. Thanks again, guys, for having me. And Rob, I'm sorry for calling you a dummy. That dummy comment was uncalled for. It's really been a long week.
Ah, no problem, Rob. You're probably just tired from the world of concrete. He's such a nice guy.
You're the worst. All right, let's regain some of our sanity with Nate from Built by Nate. This week he attended the 2020 AHR Expo and agreed to bring us along. What's up, Nate?
Hey, Rob, Sarah, Nate here. I'm in Orlando at the AHR Expo, Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Expo, one of the biggest trade shows in the business of the year. So we're going to go in and we're going to check out a few tools that I think are interesting. All right, guys, we're in the Apion booth. Look who I ran into.
Hey, guys.
OG IG buddy, Mike Flintstone.
All right, so this is the 1/2-inch evacuation hose. So this goes on the vacuum pump, and this goes on the system. So half by quarter. And these brand new holders let you wrap up the hose and store it. So what I do is wrap up this hose and stick it in a bag, and all my evacuation and vacuum equipment is in one bag. So this is going to help me tremendously. It doesn't unravel, and I can store it in the truck. Perfect.
We're in the DeWALT booth with Daniel. He's showing us their new cordless threader. We've seen that, but there's something new that goes along with this tool.
So with every single DCE 700 threader we're selling, we'll be coming with 2 of our DCB 609G batteries. This is our everyday 9-amp-hour battery and an oil-resistant clamshell. We have this battery well that has a gasket on it as well, so that way it will be enclosed during the application to protect from the cutting holes, as well as the rugged environment with the threading application.
Something that's interesting is this new battery that they have. So it's glass-filled nylon. I believe it's oil resistant for a tool like their pipe threader. So it's oil resistant. It's going to stand up to direct contact with that. These are cordless vacuum pumps. They've had this 2 CFM out for a while. Now they have a 4 CFM, 5-amp-hour battery, 9-amp-hour battery. You get about an hour of runtime off of these units. It is a proprietary battery, but this is really, really cool. Breaking free from the cordless, all about that cordless technology. I've found the land of red. They're launching a new product here specific to the air conditioning trade. This is their new jaws for streamline fittings for those guys that are about that press life for refrigerant. 3/8 to 7/8. The jaws go on their existing press tools. They'll be out this summer. Awesome. There you go, just that easy. All right, Rob and Sarah, back at my shop. I'm done with the AHR show. It was a really big, busy show, lots to see, but I hope you guys enjoyed the tools that I shared with you.
Thanks, Nate. We really appreciate that. You did such a great job. We may just have to hire you permanently. Also, by the way, you're super handsome.
Well, thank you guys. I much appreciate that.
Oh, by the way, where can we find more of your awesome content?
Well, on YouTube and the Gram, you can find me at Built by Nate, and don't forget to check out our other page, The Building Bros. Appreciate you guys having me.
Did he write your script?
No, he totally did not write my script.
Okay, whatever. Thank you, Nate. Appreciate it, buddy. And we want to quickly thank all the different manufacturers that helped us go to World of Concrete this week, because we had a great time. Appreciate it. And that includes Skilsaw,
Flex,
Bosch,
DeWALT,
Milwaukee,
Hilti,
Metabo, and many, many more. Thank you so much again. We also want to thank Ohio Power Tool for sponsoring our show and remind you that most of this really cool stuff that's coming out this year you can probably find at ohiopowertool.com.
Thank you, Skilsaw, for sponsoring this episode. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing.
We'll see you next week.
All right, Rob and Sarah, back at my shop. I'm done with the AHR show. It was a really big, busy show, lots to see, but I hope you guys enjoyed the tools that I shared with you. Thanks, Nate. We really appreciate that. You did such a great job. We might just have to hire you permanently. Also, by the way, you're super handsome. I thank you guys. I much appreciate that. By the way, Nate, where can we find more of your awesome content? Well, on the gram, you can find me. Yes. I gotta film something real quick.